Wilson here. I'm a licensed mechanic with 30 years of service. This does not belong to me. I am not a salesman. I simply want to show you the inside story from a licensed mechanic's view in the next 4 minutes. Okay, your front tread is about 50%. You got about 20,000 K on your right front tread. Okay, your strut and control arm is strong and tight on the right wheel. I'm saying you're getting 50,000 on that before you need to do anything. On your brakes, you're looking at about another 35,000 on your front brakes. They're about 90% wear left. Now with the jack under the right front wheel, I'm checking your outer right tie rod, and that's tight, and your upper control arm, that is tight, and that's critical because the outer right tie rod holds the wheel to the steering. The upper control arm holds the wheel to the car, and both are tight on the right front. Now on your left front tire, about the same, about 20,000 K, about 50% wear on your left front tire. Front brakes, yeah, about 35,000 K, lots of front brakes, but about 90% wear left. Now your left upper control arm right here has to be changed, or this upper control arm here has to be changed because this is loose. So this is going to run about $220 for parts and labor on that part, but it needs to be changed because it is loose. Now with the jack under the front left, I'll be checking the outer tie rod, and the outer left tie rod is tight. The upper control arm is not, and that's the one I pointed out here. So you need to change this upper control arm at about 220 to 240 parts and labor for me to do it. Now on the rear tires, a little less, about 40% wear, maybe 20,000 K left on your rear tire treads. On your suspension, okay, if you look at your shock up there, it's good and dry. The strut is good and dry and intact. I'm giving you 50,000 K before that is a problem, and everything else is dry, no visible leaks in the rear left. On the right rear tire, again, your tread is down to about 40%. Maybe it's less at the back than it is at the front. So you got maybe 20,000 K or 15 roughly. Okay. Your strut, if you see here, your strut is good and dry and strong, and your suspension is okay. You see that part broken there, right? Where I'm pointing at that needs to be replaced. That's about $100 part, $120 part in labor on that rear sway bar link. Your exhaust is solid and no issues. You need rear brakes. Rear brakes are going to cost about $140 for about $180-$200 because they need rotors and pads for the rear brakes, so that's another $200. On your K, you hit 341 is the K. You can expect about 400,000 K, 425 on this motor because these motors are rock solid. There is no check engine lights on this, no trouble lights on the motor. There is no cracks in the windshield. And just a quick pan of the console. Okay, on the motor, these 3.0 VTECs are rock solid. I mean, they are great motors. It looks like it's been well maintained. I am not hearing any bad noises coming from it. Now the second thing I look for on a motor to see if there's any white goo under the oil cap, which indicates an internal leak. I'm not seeing any internal leaks, so that's a good sign on the motor. Lastly, I'm going to check the exhaust, and then I'm going to give you my estimation of this motor. Okay, I am giving this motor a thumbs up, a good rating, because now the fluid, the exhaust is clean. There is no unnecessary knocks. This is a 3.0 and they are rock solid. The oil is clean and up. The brake fluid is where it needs to be. And other than those things that I said, and I'm going to write them down in my report, and you can negotiate whatever price you want and to make this happen, or let me know what you're looking for and I will do the same inspection on any vehicle you want at no cost, just so you get the inside story on what you need.